And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the very first edition of Wrestling with Wizards Weekly Report. I am your host, Louis P2DG, here with the drunk wizard himself.
That's right. We're back, guys. Or actually, you're here for the first episode. I'm so excited about tonight. It's
Yes,
going to be
yes, yes,
electrifying.
yes. Absolutely electrifying. So grab yourself some pie and ready to whip some candy ass.
Whipping candy ass all night. Live.
That is right. And we really have some topics to discuss here on this very first edition of Wrestling with Wizards Report, as we have already covered in the very first stream we did was a prediction stream for ripoffpalooza. But after the events that transpired this past week, and we can now call it ripoffpalooza because that's pretty much all it was.
Yeah, it was $30 for mid-card matches, and then only one good match, which was the women's match, which is awesome. Stephanie Becker is doing her thing, but what the hell, Brock Lesnar? I expected more.
I want to say Stephanie Becker, she retained, didn't she?
That's right. She's the champion. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Well deserved too, because yeah, she's definitely a workhorse.
Oh yeah, she worked for her spot. I mean, she works hard, man.
Most definitely, yeah. No disrespect to Io Sky, because Io, she's definitely scratching claw to get to where she's at right now. But I feel like there's still a spot for her. But for right now, I think it's time to just step aside and let the young blood start pumping.
Oh yeah, and who could really beat Stephanie Becker's Devil's Kiss? That move is hard to. How are you gonna come back from that? You're just like dizzy after that.
I know you're already constipated after that. I feel like everyone's constipated after looking at that.
Yeah, after that, you're ready to just lay down and take the pin. That's it.
Yeah, it's already time to start counting stars. Like up until that point.
Oh yeah.
But I got it. You also brought up a good point about Brock and Cena. Like, how embarrassing was that for John Cena, especially during his retirement tour? And we're getting so much closer to the very last date of it too. And the guy ends up taking a 10-minute squash match from Lesnar.
Yeah, what was it, 6 or 7 F5s in a row? That was insane, man.
And you know what the crazy thing is? I think Lesnar had more offense in that match than Cena did. Did Cena even did he even have a single bit of offense in that match?
I don't know. It sounded more like he just got beat up and then F5'd into hell and then got pinned.
Yeah, seriously, because I think once Lesnar got out of that ring, he pretty much walked out of there unscathed.
Yeah, I think he actually did hit him with a couple AAs, I heard, but it wasn't enough. A couple AAs is not going to be in anything against 6 or 7 F5s in a row. Nobody's getting up from that.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're Brock. I mean, I think Brock
would get up. He could probably take 6 or 7 of his own move. Yeah, he'll take it.
And in typical Brock fashion, he kicked out before the ref even got into the 1 count.
Oh yeah, it's he was just.
That's always been the thing with Brock. The guy always has to be in strict beast mode. The guy can't stay down for nobody. Dude, we get it. You're built like a mountain. At least stop making the rest of the guys look bad.
Oh yeah, he's always been like that. Just they're dominating, and he's the next best, the next big thing. Well, he was for a while, but then he left, and then now he's back, and now it's back to the same thing. It's I'm just gonna destroy everyone. But speaking of destroying everyone, I want to see him go up against people like Rusev, Jacob Fatu, Braun Breaker, some of the bigger dudes. That would be some good matches. I think it would be some good stuff.
Ooh. See, now that right there is another thing to report. We also have to report on the whereabouts of Jacob Fatu. Where exactly is Jacob Fatu in the middle of all this?
I've been wondering. I saw people posting about that online, and I heard a rumor. Someone said that he pissed somebody off backstage. I don't know if he pissed off another wrestler or one of the persons in authority, one of the general managers. Because you know how he's all gas, no brakes. So he doesn't mess around.
I mean, it's not.
He's not really.
I mean, that's not just
You can't really control Jacob. It's like hard to control that guy. He's
Oh no, man. I mean, the guy's been in the prison system. I mean, guys like that you
yeah,
really can't control. I mean, you
that
really
guy
think
like
those are just words to put on a t-shirt, all gas, no brakes? No, the guy lives by those words.
yeah, he was a real street dude, kind of like Damian Priest. So those guys really know how to brawl. They're really wild, and yeah, they can fight if they have to. So that's the whole thing about those guys. With
Yeah,
them, it's not.
Damian
Yeah,
Priest, I kid you not, is from my neck of the woods.
yeah, right. He's from over there, from the East Coast. Yeah,
That's right.
so
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So like he knows about street fighting. You know what I mean? So
Hell
yeah,
yeah. I mean,
you got
the guy pretty much grew up around it, and not only that, the guy even slept. He even slept in his car at one point. Like, you want to talk
yeah.
about struggle? This guy pretty much his whole life was pretty much nothing but struggle.
And even through that struggle, he fought to like hold the championship. Right? He was the champion like last
Yeah,
year.
look what that got him. Not only
That's what I'm
that,
saying.
that also got his name commemorated into uh into a street corner name. Like they literally named a street after him around here.
Okay, now that's awesome. I did not know about that. Yeah, I'm a pretty big Damian Priest fan because he's real and like just his story is inspiring. It shows that you can come from nothing and you can become a champion if you really work hard, man. It's like it's possible.
Yeah, I mostly just like the guy because he's the same ethnicity as me, and he's also from my neck of the woods. And yeah, that's he's definitely made our people proud.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's representing and like just yeah, I'm a huge fan of him. I
Yep,
think that
definitely good representation of the Hispanic heritage.
yeah, I love it, man. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, Jacob. But yeah, back to Jacob Fatu.
Back
Like,
to Jacob, yeah.
I haven't heard any rumors about the guy, especially him pissing anybody off, which doesn't really surprise me, by the way, because I mean the guy is a bit unhinged. He's like one of the guys that you can't really put a leash on.
Well, what's crazy is a lot of his segments are with him fighting with security backstage, you know, throwing people into cars, pulling people out of cars, security having to come out. So it doesn't seem too far fetched when they even made his segments. They probably like, let's make his segments the real life stuff that he's really about. You know, they're probably like, why even let the script write itself? You know, it's like, it's so natural with him.
Yeah, I want to say this guy is entirely. I want to say like the intensity of this guy kind of reminds me of Umaga when he first started. Like, have you ever
Hell
gotten that
yeah.
feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He does.
he's really got that dude's intensity. Same
Yeah.
background too.
That
All those guys
intensity.
came from the streets.
Yeah, that whole intensity, that whole intimidation, and like the way he could take a lot of crazy moves and he'll just be back up in 2 seconds. I was like, whoa, this guy's like, I'm not selling for any of these guys.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
always the announcers are like, his regenerative powers are so amazing. He's truly not human, superhuman. Yeah, because like he'll take a crazy bump, like a really crazy move, and he'll just be like, the guys turn around and he's like standing up right there. I'm like, whoa.
yeah. No, can you believe like how well they've been pushing this guy? Like they really been pushing this guy as being like the hottest ticket in town. Like especially with how over he was getting with the crowd. Like look at all the people that he was just like dismantling, and a lot of them were monsters too. Like, do you remember how much light work he made out of guys like Braun Strowman?
He just destroyed that dude. He destroyed what's his name, Randy Orton, pretty easily. That was funny.
Yeah, good on Randy too. Like that, I think that was Randy just really like letting those veteran instincts kick in. Just making sure the young guys get put over.
Yeah, I think he did help him out. Yeah. He was like, well, let's keep the whole legend alive that he's unstoppable, that he's superhuman. Because the announcers were already saying that. It was already kind of becoming his thing. So it's like, yeah, let's keep it going. So
But Braun Strowman though, like can you believe how much light work he made out of Strowman? Like who's ever done that before
yeah, no,
Jacob Fatu?
I don't think anyone's done that. Like he's pretty hard to. I mean, the guy's huge. So
yeah, I mean,
That's
this
what
is
I'm
a
saying.
guy who went on a complete like dominant spree once he started going solo. Do you remember back in the days where he was actually ripping through everybody like one by one?
Yeah, and it doesn't surprise me. The guy's so huge and strong. It's like,
Man, and fast forward to recently when he finally met his maker, and that maker came in the form of a werewolf, a Samoan werewolf, and he had this guy like leaving him in a pool of blood, like hitting him moonsault after moonsault after moonsault.
that was crazy. Yeah, the thing about Jacob Fatu, he's not just big and strong, but the dude is fast. So he's scary. He has it all. He has the speed. He can do moonsaults. He's acrobatic. It's like, what the hell, man? The guy is superhuman.
Yeah.
He's so fast, and
Yeah.
he's strong, and he's big. He has everything. He has it all.
Yeah, but you got to keep one thing in mind, though. Like, that sort of thing is, of course, like inherited in him because he comes from a long lineage of family members who were both big in size, but also
Yeah.
light on their feet.
Exactly. His family is known for that.
I
It's
mean,
like,
Yokozuna. I mean,
yeah,
come on.
Yokozuna, hell yeah.
Yokozuna was 600 pounds for Christ's sakes, and this guy was doing drop kicks.
Yeah, he was doing some crazy moves for his size. I was like,
Insane, yeah. And I always wondered, what's funny? I always wonder, like, how the hell did this guy not kill anybody with some of the moves he was doing?
We're like just falling on them, 600 pounds, or I don't know how much he weighs, but must have been a lot.
He was big, and he was actually getting even higher on the ratio, like towards his last days. It was pretty concerning.
Yeah,
But this guy, though, remember all those squash matches where you would have like these featherweights face him, and he would have them pinned down to the corner of the ring with his titanium thighs, like pressing down on them.
Dude, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I am surprised that no one died. Oh god, seriously hurts.
And he was unsafe too. He was safe.
Yeah.
Like you could even look this up too. He was safe with the professional guys, pretty much the top guys. Like he would always land on his feet before hitting the bonsai drop. But with the jobbers, no, he would land flat on his ass on those guys, crushing them.
That sucks for the jobbers, dude. That's probably yeah.
Yeah, it was probably worth the pay because those guys, they already get paid for losing as it is.
Right, the jobbers get paid either way. So I mean, yeah, if you can take it, hey, free money. I mean, easy money. Yeah, you don't even gotta. You just gotta get your ass kicked.
And hell, if any harm comes their way, then that's more money right there. That's a lawsuit.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is more money. So either way, they're still walking away with a good payday.
Yeah, no matter what happens, they've made money. Yeah, the jobbers still make money. And yeah, man, that's just some crazy stuff. I would not want to take any hits from Yokozuna, from Umaga, from Jacob Fatu. No, thank you. That just looks painful. People can try to say it's fake as much as they want, but when someone weighs that much, nothing is fake. It becomes very real. It's like when the Big Show put a knee on those guys in what was it called? Oh yeah, Tough Enough. He put a 400-pound knee right on them, on their chest or the stomach or something, and then they found out real quick.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think I saw that one.
Yeah, it was this thing where the guys from Tough Enough would come and they were talking trash. So he was going to slam them. And this one guy was talking a lot of trash. So he slammed them and then put the knee on him. All that weight. And he just showing him, yeah, it's not always going to be easy depending on who you're facing.
Like what I remember from around that time, because I'm pretty sure this was around during the Ruthless Aggression era, around the time when Miz was a part of that.
Yeah. See, Miz was part of the whole, Tough Enough. He was one of the things that made it to the big time.
Yeah, of course, and still going strong to this day, which is why
he's still there. Yeah,
right. He's one of the guys that you have to respect. Like him or hate him, because he proved a lot of doubters wrong.
And they doubted him at first, but
they laughed at him. They said he would get fired within 2 months, but look at that, almost 20 years.
He's still in the game. Yeah,
that's why Miz, whether you like him or hate him, you have to respect the dude's hustle. Because the guy really honed his craft and proved a lot of people wrong.
Oh yeah,
good on him.
He never gave up. He said that's all he ever wanted to be was a WWE superstar. And
and dude, I remember those too. Like back when he was on the MTV show Real World, he was always like bragging about that, how he was going to be WWE champion one day, and they always laughed.
Yeah, people would always say he was going to. Even when he wasn't tough enough, they didn't think he was going to win, but he won. And then they're like, "Whoa, he's not going to last," but he did. So.
Who had the last laugh?
Yeah, I think he's one of the only ones that really lasted. I know Maven also became a star, but he didn't last as long as Miz did. But he was there for a bit. But it's not an easy career. People think it's really easy. It's not that easy. It's pretty tough.
Oh yeah, Maven Huffman. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people agree with his views.
Yeah, doesn't he have some kind of podcast on YouTube now? I always see him in the algorithm. He's always
he's got a channel and all that where he pretty much talks about today's product and stuff like that, and even does like interviews and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just him and his pencil drawn eyebrows.
Yeah, then he says like a lot of behind the scenes secrets and stuff like that, and stuff that happened behind the scenes. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't think too many people really listen to a lot of things he says because I think some of his opinions a lot of people don't really agree with.
yeah, yeah. I only see him. I don't know why YouTube recommends him. Maybe it's because I watch other wrestling podcasts, so automatically he's gonna pop up or whatever that is wrestling related.
Wait, do you also watch that Chris guy? What's his name? Chris Van something?
Um, I'm not sure. I watch this guy named C-Jax. He's like a younger guy, and he talks a lot of trash. That I like watch. So I watch that guy. And who else?
Yeah, there's this guy who like interviews like pretty much every single wrestler imaginable. He's like a super fan also. He goes by Chris Van Leah.
Is it like
I
a
don't know if I
guy
got
that
his name
has
right.
like a little office with a desk and a bunch of memorabilia everywhere? I think I know who you're talking about. Like he has like a,
Uh,
it's like
I
a
don't know about his.
microphone with a desk, and then he has all the wrestling stuff, and he had like Gunther on there and stuff, and yeah,
Yeah,
he's had like,
he's had everybody. I don't know about his background, but he's had everybody.
okay, then I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I do watch his stuff sometimes. Yes.
I saw this one video where he was interviewing Chris Benoit's son,
Whoa,
and I remember, dude, I remember watching that clip and just being so deeply disturbed by what I saw. And
whoa, what
and when I
happened?
say when I say disturbed, I mean disturbed by the alarming resemblance between the two.
Whoa, and so is his son going to start wrestling? That would be crazy.
He was actually training to be a wrestler. Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
Ima-
I think he was
Imagine the
supposed to
return.
debut in AEW.
Yeah, imagine the return of the crippled crossface. That would be a game changer. I mean, like it
Not a lot of
seems like,
people will welcome it though. That's a sad thing. Not a lot of
yeah,
people will welcome it because of
that's the
because
sad
of
part.
what his father did.
Man, that would suck. Yeah, it's like,
And not only that, like he kind of like let a lot of people down with his lack of motivation. Like the guy no showed for a lot of training sessions. Yeah, it just wasn't working out. So it doesn't look like he has much of a career. Doesn't
oh,
have,
he didn't really go for it. Damn, man, that's crazy. It would have been cool to see that.
which is ironic because his father was the exact opposite. Like his father was the polar opposite of that. He would get on everyone's ass to make sure they always like did the job.
Hell yeah, he did. And if they didn't, it was crippled crossface time.
I remember I
I
remember all the
remember.
stories. I remember hearing all the stories where the guy used to make all the young guys do like 200 laps.
Yeah, I used to hear that. That was crazy. He didn't mess around. I think also Hardcore Holly was really hard on the new talent and the young guys, but he just wanted
Yeah,
them to take
tough
it
enough. Yeah,
serious.
see,
Yeah,
that's what I also wanted to bring up because one of the memories I have from Tough Enough had to be where Hardcore Holly was on there and just complete like went loose on one of the guys.
yeah, he actually hit him for real. It was nuts. Like he really
Yeah,
kicked his ass.
yeah, Matt Capitelli, I think his name was.
I guess he was getting pissed because they were all just joking around and taking it like a joke. And he said that he didn't take it like a joke. He took it very serious. Hardcore Holly, especially his style of wrestling, he didn't look at it like a joke. Like he really took it serious. So he just told him that he could be in the ring with someone like him, and he'd have to be ready for that. That not everyone
From
has the same style of
from
wrestling.
what I remember hearing about that, I think Hardcore Holly was just. I think that was just him, like kind of like living up to his reputation of being somewhat of a bully.
Yeah,
Yeah, people said that was just
yeah,
straight up bullying because he wasn't supposed to go too hard on the guy, but he did.
yeah. I think he went too far. You know what I mean? It's one thing if you hit
Yeah,
him with a little hard chop, or you show him that it can get rough in there. But to what he did, when he totally kicked his ass, like really kicked his ass.
yeah, blacked his eye, even bloodied his
Yeah,
mouth.
yeah. It was pretty. That
I'm
was
surprised
pretty.
the guy didn't sue.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, what the hell is wrong with him? It's like he's barely training. We'll save that for like a real match. If you want to bring on the real match, then bring it in the real match. But like training, come on. It's a little crazy.
And
I know Triple H was never hard on them. He was even like when he was punching them in this one tough enough episode, he's like, am I hitting you? I'm not hitting you, right? He's like, no. See, you're just reacting to it. But one time he did get mad. He said, man, if you sell like that in the ring, I would tag you for real.
yeah, I'll tag you for real. Yeah,
So that's when you knew that parts of it are fake. They don't really hit, because if they really hit each other hard, they would break their hand or break the guy's nose. Then they can't wrestle the next night. They lose money. So like it's just you got to be smart about it. But
And not to mention, they could probably get sued.
they could get sued, yeah, all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, Triple H was really careful during the training sessions. But Hardcore Holly's like, no, I'm just gonna like actually hit him for real. Like,
I think the funniest part of Triple H's appearance on that show, I think, was when he told one of the guys that he had a big hole in his shorts and his nuts was
yeah,
hanging out.
that's what popping out. He said
Yeah,
just for further notice. Yeah, that was great. He's like, I don't want that showing up on my show. Yeah, like it's like this is the most important thing right now. Is like your nuts are hanging out of your shorts. Oh my god, dude.
yeah. The guy got so embarrassed by that.
Yeah, well, I don't know why he would wear shorts without underwear, and then why do his shorts have holes? I don't know, man. That whole thing was just not right. Triple H
No,
is like, what did I get myself into?
I mean, it was kind of he was kind of a heavy set guy anyway, so he probably couldn't find one his size.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. And then yeah.
Or maybe the shorts didn't fit him, because guys that are particularly as size as that dude was, yeah. I mean, things don't necessarily like hold the way they're supposed to, especially clothing.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, look at Brock. His pants literally split.
Oh yeah, they split in the ring. That was crazy. He's like, okay, from now on, I'm coming out in my UFC shorts. Like, I'm no more.
Yeah.
I'm just always gonna be in my fighting gear.
And the guy even sold it too. He even like mooned at the camera.
Yeah, he's like, well, might as well. What else am I gonna do? It's too late now. Yeah, he's like,
See, and when you brought up Big Show when he was schooling the Tough Enough class, I remember like one specific incident. It was actually on a live episode of SmackDown where they had the Tough Enough contestants in there. I think there was a segment they did where Big Show challenged them to a body slam competition to see which one of them could body slam him.
yeah. Or it was that, and there was also one who could take a body slam from him and like not want to leave.
I think the guy who won that was the same guy who won the whole show. What was it? Daniel Pewter.
I think so. Like, yeah, I think so. I can't remember. I know it was like a really tall blonde guy that won one of the episodes or one of the seasons. But yeah,
that was Daniel Pewter, I believe.
Yeah, whatever happened to him? Did he actually wrestle? I don't know what happened after that.
Oh, he had a short career. But the reason why it was short is because of his attitude. Apparently, a lot of people in the locker room didn't like the guy.
Wow. Yeah. You got to get along with the locker room. That's one thing that Hulk Hogan used to say about The Rock, that The Rock, as much of ego as he had on the stage, that he would say what's up to everyone and be nice to everyone before the show. Like, just make sure he said hello to everybody. He never was like, oh, well, I'm The Rock and, I got my own locker room and screw you guys. No, that he said he was like really, just really cool with everybody, behind the scenes. So it's, and some guys aren't. Some guys, I guess they have an attitude. I heard that there were fights that broke out backstage between, what was it, Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. Like, they had real beef.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there was a lot of stuff that they told
the whole story about it in a documentary about that whole fight that happened in the bathroom.
Yeah, they really had a real fight backstage. I'm like, whoa. So it's not as fake as people think. I mean, real fights.
It was in the bathroom.
Yeah, real fights happen.
You know what happened? You know what else happened, right? Bret Hart actually walked out of the bathroom with a handful of Shawn Michaels' hair and slammed it on Vince McMahon's desk.
Holy crap. I didn't know about that part. That's a little... Whoa. Yeah, so I tell people that, it's fake to a certain extent until people really get mad and really fight. That's the thing. It's like...
I mean, at the same time, it was Shawn Michaels, and a lot of people couldn't stand the guy back in those days because he did kind of piss a lot of people off.
He had a really big ego, probably even bigger than The Rock's ego, I think. Remember he used to walk around with the mirror and like he'd be in an interview. It's like, I just can't stop looking at myself, and he'd be like with this little calm. It was so crazy. It was kind of funny though. It was like he just walking around with his little mirror. Oh man.
Yeah, I think it was Sensational Sherry that was also carrying it for him.
Yes, she would carry the mirror and he'd be walking around with his little comb. Dude, but the characters were so funny back then because everyone was so unique and they just really lived their character, even backstage, everywhere. They were just in character. It was so cool. Kind of miss 80s wrestling too. It had this cool vibe to it, like Big Boss Man and all these characters, right? With their Jake the Snake Roberts and their finishing moves and stuff, $1 Million Man, putting the money in the guy's mouth after he kicks his ass. I don't know. They had some cool stuff back then. But yeah, but look where
Yeah,
we are now
you
with.
remember some of the segments? You remember some of
Oh
the
yeah,
segments that Ted DiBiase used to do with the fans,
yeah,
where he would have them like bounce a basketball.
yeah. You could get $5,000 if you or like some kind of amount of money, right? It was a lot of money, and but like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I believe Rob Van Dam was even a part of those.
What? Well, when he was a kid?
Yeah, when he was like somewhere in his teens.
Wow, that's great. Yeah. Oh, RVD was awesome, dude.
Oh
He
yeah,
was
RVD
like,
was the coolest.
yeah, I really liked RVD. I remember when he first came out doing those karate kicks and crazy jump kicks. I was like, what the hell? This guy's a ninja. This is really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, that guy always turned the wrestling ring into like an action movie set.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, man, I'm watching like freaking Jean Claude Van Damme out here, you know?
That's how he got the name too, because the guy looked like he could be his brother.
He looks just like him. And then the way he can fight, his moves is very similar. So, like, yeah, makes sense. Dude, I used to love RVD. Yeah, I remember RVD. He was awesome.
Yeah,
Wrestling was so
RVD,
good.
man,
Yeah.
RVD was literally at the peak of his fame in 2006.
Yeah, he was so big back then, bro, and so cool. It's like I don't know, man. Those were great times. Yeah, like early to mid 2000s was still like the golden era. Like it's like 80s, 90s, late 90s, and then early to mid 2000s it was still the golden age. And then
Yeah,
after
such
that
a
I didn't
shame.
I stopped watching, but now I started watching in 2024 when The Rock came back, and I like that whole thing they did with the Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes and all that. But then, like, it just seems like this year it lost steam. It's like, oh, we're doing Netflix, blah blah blah, and then it just didn't have the same energy as last year. Like
I'm
last year
telling
was
you,
better.
I'm
I don't know
telling
what
you,
happened.
it's when the deal started pouring in.
They get lazy. They're like, well, there's all this money. We could just like throw stuff. Brock just F5 him 7 times in a row. You know, Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre do something.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't even know what he told them to do. He probably just get out there and they're gonna sing the theme songs anyways and do the
like
chant.
ESPN even said it itself. They said that the Cody and Drew match was something straight out of a SmackDown main event. It was not
Yeah, they
PLE
said
worthy.
this was not even PLE worthy.
No, it was not. They could have had this on an episode of SmackDown rather than just waste it on a very expensive PLE, I might add.
Yeah, $30. I even put after they put that, why do you think I didn't pay $30? I've kind of been trolling them this whole time about, yeah, man, like, I'm not paying $30. And then after it sucked, I'm like, I'm glad I didn't pay $30 for this crap.
Yeah, rip off
Yeah.
Palooza.
Rip off Palooza, man. And then what's weird is that there was no announcement for Raw this Monday. They didn't really announce anything for the matches. And then yeah, it's just like Triple H knows he screwed up, and he's been really quiet since this weekend. It's just,
I don't know. Like, I really feel like a lot of this Triple H is probably gonna like overlook.
but a lot of people are trying to tell me that it's not always all his fault. They're saying the TKO, I mean, the ESPN deal is more TKO's fault, but it's still the fault of his booking that it sucked. It could have been good. The best thing he could have done is done a good show so people would want to get the damn app. But now it's going to be like, well, if it's going to suck, why should I have to pay $30? That's that.
Exactly. Oh, this is something even you brought up too. There was
Yeah.
also commercials too, like ads.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know if you have the pictures. I don't know. I don't got them on this
Oh yeah, I've
computer,
seen them.
but I got
That's
them on the other one.
ridiculous.
Yeah, so basically they got a loading screen before they had to see the ads. And so that loading screen took hella time. I have no idea what was it doing buffering the commercials. Jeez, dude, I think they just weren't ready. Because they were actually supposed to have this deal come into effect in 2026. So
That's lame.
yeah, Triple H was like, well, our obligation to Peacock is done since we did a couple nights on SummerSlam and we did a couple nights here. We fulfilled our side of the deal. So we're just going to start ESPN early. So I don't think he was ready, and neither was ESPN. Nobody was ready and then I wasn't ready because I was just going to like not pay for Peacock next year. But I'm like, yeah, I guess VPN time or like one of those underground websites. That's what it is now.
Or watch wrestling. That's usually what I go to. It's basically like a pirating streaming site, but it's pretty much like the best place to go to.
Yeah, everyone's telling me to go there. So yeah, because I'm not paying $30, man. And so it's like I do have Netflix, so technically I could just use a VPN and send it to like another country and then just say, yeah, like I'm over here, and bam, they have to get it. I could just get it. But either way, but anything's better than paying $30 for something that's gonna suck.
Like, in my opinion, I think they should just go back to the network. Just
Yeah,
go back to WWE Network, please. Just go back to
yeah. I'd rather
having $9.99 every month.
right. I'd rather they just put everything on one app and you pay one goddamn price. Either that or put SmackDown back on, Channel 44 or whatever, UPN. Put it back on, Thursday nights for free.
Yeah, we really don't realize how good we had it. Like back when the WWE Network was still around and it was only just $9.99 monthly.
Yeah, I used to think back then that wasn't a good idea because I wasn't really watching wrestling. I was like, people pay for that, and now I'm thinking, damn, I wish I would have had that. I should have just had that when it was out.
Oh man, don't you wish you could go back? Don't you wish
Yeah.
you could go back to see for yourself? Like, dude, it was $9.99 for pay-per-views plus $9.99 for unlimited access to pretty much every other show.
Yeah, that's the best. They should just bring that back. Even if they made it $10, that's better than paying $30. And then you just get all your wrestling under one thing. You don't have to be like, well, I need Netflix for SmackDown. I need USA for. Oh no, you need Netflix for Raw, and then USA for SmackDown, and then you need ESPN for the PLEs. What the hell, man? You got to get 3 things just to watch wrestling? Hell no. It just doesn't make sense. Even putting everything on Netflix would have made sense.
See,
I don't know.
I called it too. That was going to be a big ripoff. I mean,
yeah, you were calling it. You were calling it. Yeah, that's
yeah, because I kind of like had a feeling that something was off about this $30 scam because for starters, 4 matches and 1 PLE, and we're supposed to pay $30 for that. I already called the BS from the beginning.
That's what I was saying. I was like, how are they gonna do like such a small amount of matches, right? Such only 4 or 5 matches and then $30. I knew something was wrong off the bat. I was like, this is just a cash grab, and they're just gonna use Brock's name and the shock value of him being back and AJ Lee. That's all they did. Like, look, it's AJ Lee. Look, it's Brock Lesnar. Give us $30. That's freaking Triple H right there. He thinks people are dumb. They couldn't even have the intelligence to.
That's exactly what it was. That's kind of thing Vince always did, where he would always bring in the part-timers and kind of like use them as cash cows.
Right, like they would do that with The Rock, right? I'm surprised they didn't bring in The Rock. Probably The Rock saw that this was such BS that he's probably like, yeah, I'm not going to be part of this. I'm not going to rip off the fans, because he probably knew that it was garbage, and he's like, hell no, I'm not going to be part of this crap, because he knew he was going to get the bad reviews, and he saw how bad it was going to be. So he's like, hell no, you're not putting my name on this. It's like, plus they
like, in my opinion, I feel like they were better off with The Rock.
Yeah, no, but here's the thing. The Rock actually didn't want John Cena to turn. He wanted Cody to turn, and then Triple H said, let's just make John turn, but then you'll be part of it. And Rock didn't even want to do it. That's why The Rock just kind of left. So that was more Triple H doing the whole heel turn with Cena. So I was like, it makes sense why The Rock left. That wasn't even what he wanted to do. So yeah, it's not, but it's like, yeah, The Rock only comes there and he just looks at the crowd, does the eyebrow, then he leaves. So yeah, he doesn't really do anything, or he just whips somebody with the belt. He needs to actually be around like in 2024 for a whole storyline and a whole main event. Other than you're right. It's better that he doesn't just come to just play his song and do the eyebrow, because sometimes that's all it is. That's what it was last year, right? I mean, this year he only showed up twice to do the eyebrow, and then to beat up Cody Rhodes while he was on the ground. So I don't know. It's like,
it's such a massive cliffhanger.
yeah, and I think they ruined John Cena's heel turn, because then all of a sudden they're like, let's just make him face for no reason. Like, there was no storylines. Like, oh yeah, I've thought about it. I think I'm going to be a good guy now, and I'm not going to cheat to win. What the hell, dude? I don't know. This whole year has been kind of,
yeah, because The Rock was already gone, and the whole heel run was going absolutely nowhere. And I don't really think they had much of a direction as to where to turn this heel run to begin with.
Right, because
so they were kind of left with no other choice.
Right, if The Rock wasn't even going to come back and explain that he sold his soul to him and what that meant and what they're going to do, yeah, they're like, well, we got to just like scrap this idea because Rock's not coming back. He's over to doing the Smash Machine. Yeah, that's true. So I don't know. And then I don't know, man. I just hope that the rest of the retirement tour is better than what we got at Ripoff-Palooza, because I wanted him to win. I don't know what the hell. And then why couldn't he beat him with something better than just doing the finisher over and over? We already saw him do it on every episode of Raw and SmackDown or whatever. Was it SmackDown? Yeah. Whatever episode he F5'd him, we've seen him do that already. So it's like, wow, you just pay to see it 7 times in a row. That's that's all it was, man. It's like, I don't know what to think, man. It's like, yeah, rip off Palooza, man. And the fans are giving the bad reviews. All the websites and the YouTube channels are pissed. Yeah, and even ESPN gave it a bad review. That's when you know you screwed up. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen next. Triple H hasn't really said anything after. Usually he's always saying, yeah, man, it was such a good show, but he can't really say that now. You know, it's he knows it wasn't a good show.
Guy's probably doing damage control at this point, trying to figure out a way to save face.
Yeah, he's probably that's what he's doing, damage control. He's like, well, you guys got AJ Lee doing the Black Widow. Yeah, that's probably what he's gonna say, something like that. Because I remember Michael Cole making a big deal out of that she did the Black Widow. I'm like, really? So it's like $30 to see the Black Widow. And the F5, that's what it. Oh man.
Yeah, it was the first Black Widow that's been seen in 10 years.
I guess, yeah, it's like the first Black Widow you've seen in 10 years, $30. How long has it been since you've seen that 5? 7 times in a row.
Jeez. Probably 2 years ago.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. That's not even that new. So,
nope.
Oh man, it's like I don't know. I don't know. They need to bring back Jacob Fatu fast. Something needs to happen. Something exciting. It's just I don't know where he's at. I'm getting bored without him. Thank God for Penta. I think Penta should have been at the main event. I mean, he should have been at WrestlePalooza, but no, he probably saw how crappy it was. He's like, forget that. I don't want to be part of this garbage. He's like, I'll just kick ass on Raw and make that a good show. So yeah, Penta was awesome last night, though. On a good note, he definitely kicked some ass. Penta never disappoints, though. Oh yeah, Mexican Destroyer off the top rope. Come on, yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, so it looks like a world title match might be in the cards for the guy.
I hope so, because he deserves it.
Yeah, he's supposedly eyeing Dominic Mysterio for the AAA title.
Yeah, he wants that title. I think he should get it because it's supposed to be. Well, not all luchadors wear masks now, right? Not all of them, but I think he has the more traditional look with the mask. So it's more traditional. So I think someone with a more traditional look should win it. But I mean, yeah, not all of them have masks now. So, but still, he's so cool though. I think Penta has some of the best moves, and he has a lot of good moves and some of the best finishers.
I mean, hey, the last AAA champion didn't wear a mask. The Viking guy.
Right. So I guess that's why they thought, well, it's fine to give Dom the belts because he doesn't wear a mask. But I don't know. I hope Penta at least wins something. He deserves it, man. He's been doing good since he debuted. So
yeah, the guy was he was on a bit of a hot streak when he first started.
Yeah, he was like undefeated for a while. I was like, man, he's doing his thing. And then in all fairness, though, most of his losses were in the group battles. You know, when he lost at WrestleMania, it wasn't like a one-on-one, you know, so.
Right. It wasn't a fair one.
And it's usually times when it is one-on-one, their buddies will jump in and jump them or get him from behind. So, you know, that's the thing. One-on-one, he's been doing pretty good. And now even in the group battles, he's kicking ass. So it's like he's adjusting to that. He'll be able to do it no matter what. They're trying to ban his move, the Mexican Destroyer. I don't see why. It's a great move. I wouldn't want to feel that move, but I love seeing other people take it. It's like that.
Yeah, like in a way, even when he's losing, he's still at least, you know, looking pretty much stronger than the rest of them.
Yeah, even if he loses, he kicks a lot of ass and he does all the moves and he's super entertaining. He can do everything from high fly moves to like special moves, martial arts, a lot of finishers. He just has like the move set, man. Like,
yeah, definitely one of the few guys that has like, you know, pretty much the aura that the company needs.
Yeah, he has the aura, everything, the Penta walk. He has like just everything, man. High flying,
the fire.
Yeah, fire, the song. Yeah, and then just all the moves. He could basically do everything from high flying to martial arts to finishers to submissions. Just I don't know. He's just the guy with everything. He could do everything. It's like he just like everything in one package. The speed, he has the speed as well and the strength. So Yeah, he's got everything, man.
I was even saying too, like no matter how bad like Penta may supposedly be look, I mean, think about it this way: he's doing a hell of a lot better than how his brother's looking.
Yeah, yeah.
Where
He's
even
definitely.
is that guy?
Who's his brother? What's his brother
Ray
look
Ray
like?
Phoenix.
Yeah, because Penta, I think Penta already had like an aura because people knew him since he
Mhm.
already wrestled around the world. He was in Lucha Underground. People like already knew who he was. They're already doing his catchphrases and screaming for him. So like he just already had that star power coming into WWE. Like it was already there. So
Right.
you know he didn't have to build it up. The crowd already is with him. So plus he's really good. So it's just everything. He has the crowd. He's hella good. It's like yeah, he just has the package. He's one of my favorites of the newcomers. I mean, people tell me, "Yo, Penta's not new." You know that? I didn't know that. Later, I go to watch. I went to watch his other stuff on Lucha Underground. Yeah, that stuff was dark and hardcore, man. A lot of
Yeah, I
blood,
know.
a lot of thumbtacks in the back. They would break fluorescent light bulbs on each other's heads. These guys were freaking nuts, bro. And they would just take it. They were just like, yeah, you know. And I think in the sacrifice there, it was a little more hardcore. Supposedly he broke their arm. I don't know if he really did, but it looked worse than what he does in WWE. That's for sure. It looked way more hardcore. So yeah,
I think the time's going to come is going to come eventually where they are going to more than likely reunite the two. I really think the Lucha Bros is definitely going to make a comeback at some point.
that would be awesome. What about Vampiro? You remember him? Wasn't that Penta's master? As far as what I saw in the storyline on Lucha Underground, it was a crazy dark dude. The thing about Lucha Underground, it was
That's what I
very
remember
sinister.
hearing. Yeah, I don't know
It
too much
was
about it, but I remember hearing about that.
yeah, it was sinister and dark. It was okay. I won't tell you. I won't tell you. I'll send you the links after this so you can watch it.
All right, cool.
It's a great dark storyline, like sinister. It's really good. But like, I was like, holy crap! A lot of stuff that he does now in WWE makes sense because it comes from Lucha Underground, and the people that know. That's why they're, you know, doing the downward dog. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, that's
Yeah,
downward dog.
yeah, just some trolls, some
Uh,
likable trolls.
oh, I like the funny trolls. The funny trolls I get on my Facebook or on my YouTube, they're always funny. Yeah.
Yeah, the ones who just come in here just for the humiliation fetish because they always get owned every single time and come back for more. Like this account, like dude, literally everyone on my panel left this dude off the platform because my 2-year-old daughter told this loser to get a life. That if that's not embarrassing,
Wow.
then yeah, I don't know what is.
Yeah, man.
But
So
clearly,
yeah,
yeah, these
so
people
definitely.
people like that just need to get they really just need to get their priorities in order, which is why I just feel sorry for them more than I laugh at them. But hell, they're giving me the views, and well, they're forever going to be lonely and forever going to be nobodies.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, you're getting the chat active, so having an active chat's always good. I think.
Yeah,
I like having that. Sometimes I get trolls, and sometimes it's funny. They'll say all these crazy things to try to get me mad, but I won't get mad. Like they'll say, you know, what did I say? Something that like, yeah, that like Super Nintendo's for gay people or something like that, and it won't piss me off. And they'll say all these weird things, and then by the end of it, they're like, "Man, you're pretty cool. I was trying to get you pissed. I couldn't get you pissed one time." I was like, "Yeah, you know,
yeah,
it's like whatever. You're saying funny things, but I'm not gonna get mad. I like
because
Nintendo and yeah, I like
you always got
Nintendo and Sega. I like everything. I don't just like.
yeah,
I'm not
because
a fanboy of one thing.
you got to
Yeah.
think of it from like a much more broader perspective. Like if you really think about it, like these people they're in the chat, you know, they're in the chat, not even showing their real identity, and here we are actually showing ourselves. So if you really think about it, at the end of the day, we're still like one step above them.
Yeah.
We're still
Yeah.
one step above them on a social scale, and plus, it's not even worth getting like it's not even worth getting like getting like bitter about it, especially when you don't even know the person
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Like
because
I'm just like,
you don't
yeah.
know them in real life, and there's like real life things to worry about too, especially for me to worry about and to stress more about. Because, dude, I'm like literally about to be a father of three. You know, I'm like the
Oh
last thing I need
yeah,
to worry
yeah.
about is some rando on the internet that clearly has never even had an interaction with a female in their lives, and they're coming out here trying to be noticed by another guy. No, there's nothing to be stressed about that. All you can do is laugh about that because, well, they're incels at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah. You're always gonna get trolls online. I get them on Facebook too, but sometimes I don't even get to read the comments. Sometimes I'll read it if I see it. It's just hard to keep up with my comments, but yeah, sometimes. Some people will say that I'm lying about wrestling. I'm like, what the hell? Am I lying when I'm just reporting what happened on the damn show? It's so funny.
Yeah, people tell me I don't know the history about wrestling when I literally have VHS tapes of it.
Yeah, no, you know the history more than most people. You have like Razor Ramon and like, yeah. If people don't know who Razor Ramon is, they don't know the history. A lot of these young people don't know about Razor Ramon. And they should know. I think they should all know about Razor Ramon. It's very important. I think all young people, they just teach about Razor Ramon in school. It's that important because, when I was a
So,
kid, I grew up on him. So, I turned out just fine.
different strokes, different folks.
Yeah. Man, but this ripoff Palooza, it's a shame that they did this to the fans. I feel sorry for the people that paid for it though, bro. It's like, honestly, whoever paid for this,
Rip off.
geez, they probably feel really stupid. You could have got something else for that $30.
Oh, what about NXT tonight? Did you watch it?
I didn't watch NXT. Where can I watch that? Is that on Peacock? I heard that's on Peacock. Is that true? I don't know where to
I
even
have no
watch
idea.
it. People were saying it's gonna be on Peacock. I don't know. I guess I could watch the replay on there. I'll watch it though. Yeah, you were saying that that's better than what they did at Ripoff Palooza.
Way better.
That's what I'm saying. So that's
Way,
like
way better than Raw, surprisingly.
that's what I'm saying. Even better than Raw. The thing about Raw, you have like a lot of boring segments, and then you'll have like Penta, and that'll be good. That's going to be good every time. And then you'll have maybe like another boring match, and then it's like I don't know. It's always you can only see so much of Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed fight the Usos. It's like it's like people were saying the match between them two. You saw that on an episode of Raw already. Like, why the hell did you need to have that on a
Exactly.
PLE?
Yeah.
I would have rather have seen like Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker or Braun Breaker versus LA Knight. Give us like a singles match. I don't know, man. They could have done something better than that. They're just trying to they try to do this thing where man, let's include everyone. Let's make it a triple threat. Let's make it a quadruple threat. What the hell's wrong with Triple H? I never saw championships that were like quadruple threat matches back in the day. I don't remember that. It's just, I don't know what's going on. Usually championship matches were one-on-one for the most part, but unless it was a tag team championships, but I just don't. He's like, how many people can we fit into the show? Because what he's trying to do, he's like, yeah, if we get Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and Io Sky on the same card, it's more stars, so we're going to get more money because they're going to see their picture on there. That's the way he's looking at it. But at the same time, I'd rather see a one-on-one, for the championship. I just realized
Triple H is basically Teddy Long at this point.
He is. That's what it's becoming, man. It's like I don't know what Triple H is doing. He's definitely. I think he's drinking some of that Rock Terramana backstage too, or he must be drinking some Wheatley's vodka or something. He looks drunk a lot of the times when I see the backstage stuff with the headset. So I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah, who does know?
I don't think anyone knows. I mean, I don't know. It's like maybe it's just affected him that he couldn't wrestle. So it's just that affected him personally. Maybe I don't know what's going on, but I hope that things get better by the next PLE, which they're already announcing Crown Jewel. I just feel like it's going to be Crown Ripoff Part 2. Because they're already trying to do this thing, Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes. And the promo just last night.
Champion versus champion.
Yeah, the promo last night seemed very forced, it was even awkward. Like Cody Rhodes talks trash and he's trying to leave. They're blocking his path. Then Seth Rollins waves them away. They finally move out the way. They waste like 3 minutes for that. Like, really? You're going to waste 3-4 minutes of the show just to, oh my God. I was like, really? That was a waste of time.
I don't know if there's truth to this, but did you hear about John Cena versus AJ Styles? Is that happening?
Yeah, I think that's happening at Crown Jewel.
Oh God,
dude! I feel what's gonna happen, man, is that this is gonna be Crown ripoff. Because already Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes. I'm not that excited. Fool. The promos are gonna be. It's like, what the hell? Because they were just friends last year. It's like, I am your shield, Cody. I got your back. But then again, Seth, he's nobody's friend. He's just like. He's in it for himself. He just wanted Cody to be the champion because he thought he could take it from him. So, but either way, I'm not too excited about that. And then AJ Styles versus John Cena, really? Oh man. I'd rather
Yep.
see something exciting like Jacob Fatu versus John Cena. Like, I don't know, something that we've never seen before, like I don't know. They better do something good because right now the card's not even
Or
looking
John
good.
Cena versus Dominic Mysterio, which
Yeah, that's
which is
what I'm
also
saying.
happening.
Yeah, I'd rather see something we've never seen. I don't know, some hell Rusev versus John Cena. Something exciting. I don't know. I could put together some good matches
Uh,
for
we
for
be going back to 2015 with that right there.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, they had a feud for a while back then.
Oh man. Yeah, at least it wasn't like him and Sheamus banger after banger after banger. Oh man, it's like or what's his name? Yeah, Drew McIntyre was like burger after burger. That
Oh
was
yeah,
some
yeah. Wait, what about John Cena versus Gunther?
Okay, that would be good. See, I would be more excited about that. I don't know why they could put together some exciting stuff. They could put like Jacob Fatu versus Braun Breaker, which I want to see.
Right.
You know, like why can't they just? It doesn't have to be for a championship. Do some kind of storyline and just make that happen. Like why can't they just
They
do
were
that?
building that up too at one point. They kind of had
That's
a
what
face off between Jacob and Braun.
that's what I wanted to see. And that's something people would be excited about. They probably pay
Damn.
30. They probably would pay $30 for that, but they're
But then
just giving
Jacob
that.
took off.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with Jacob. I hope we hear from him. We haven't, in all fairness, we haven't seen Solo for a while either. Who knows what's going on? So I
Who really
mean,
cares though?
I know. Well, that's the main guy
Who
that
needs
they
them?
that they beef with, though. No, but now they're beefing with the Vision. Wait. But Jacob Fatu hasn't officially. Did he fight with the Vision yet? Or I think he did. Right? He helped the Usos. I can't remember if he actually.
I don't think he did. No.
So that's probably why they don't know what to do with him because he's usually beefing with Solo's faction. So without him, maybe they're. But he doesn't need to be beefing. He's a solo star now. He doesn't need to. He could just like, they should just make it so he starts beefing with Braun Breaker, and then make it a one-on-one match. That would be cool, right? You
Yeah,
don't even need Solo.
they
You
have to
don't
figure
need
out what to
Solo.
do.
Yeah, as I'm saying, there's a lot of stuff they could be doing, but Triple H is just like, it's long-term booking. Long-term booking, $30, you're gonna get ripped off. So that's Triple H, he just like, yeah, I'm gonna put together whatever I want because I like it. Yeah, Triple H is like, as long as I like it, I don't care who likes it. Because he's not thinking about what the people want, he's thinking about what he wants. But you gotta think it's what the people want to see.
That's always been what Vince's problem was.
Yeah, Vince, same thing. It's like, it's what I want to see. It's like he's just making the show for himself. But you got to think, what do people want to see? What are they going to be excited about?
That was definitely not Triple H's mindset when he was booking NXT at all.
Hell no. He's just, I don't know what this guy's thinking. But hey, I hope the crown jewel is good. It doesn't look good so far. Just even the build up to it just feels weak. It's just everything. It's not good. Bring back Jacob Fatu. Have a match between him and Braun Breaker. I'd be excited to see that. I've been like kind of waiting for that. I'd love to see that. I think it's a good matchup. They're both young. They're both strong. They both have unique move sets. It would be a crazy battle. I think it would be a really good battle. Because
they should really just go all out with these guys and make it into like another monster match.
They should just go freaking crazy. Yeah, just go. No, the whole thing. Braun Breaker's always complaining that everyone's too old. He's like, LA Knight's an old man. CM Punk's an old man. I'll do push-ups while you're on the ground. So then put him there with a younger man because he's just, complaining that everyone's old. Okay, well, give him a younger guy. So, and that's also strong and big like him. Jacob Fatu, there you go. Boom. Perfect. You can't complain anymore.
Kind of ironic because he's literally paired with an old man like Paul Heyman.
Right. Oh, it's funny how you bring that up because Braun Breaker calls everyone in the audience fat asses. And it's like, dude, have you seen your tag team partner, bro? Yeah, it's very ironic. He's like, these guys are old, but I'm really Paul Heyman. These guys are fat, but my tag team guy is fat. Like, come on. Like, what's...
Have you seen the guy who's been doing the talking for you? Because you obviously can't cut a promo to save your life.
Yeah, that's why they need Paul Heyman. Oh my God, the promos with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed when they're by themselves is horrible, especially when they don't have no one to reply to them. Oh God, that was horrible when they were just cutting a promo backstage. I was like, God, they need Paul Heyman. Oh, that's when Paul Heyman was out. I was like, nope, they need Paul Heyman. That's probably, they were like right away, get Paul Heyman back in here. See, CM Punk, he doesn't really need Paul Heyman as a mouthpiece. He's so good on the mic,
No.
like naturally. Yeah, he doesn't need him. He's like his own guy, So it's like
Word up.
he's really good on the mic. Brock Lesnar, yeah, he kind of does need him because I don't think he's not that great on the mic. Great in the ring, not really on the mic though. But in the ring, he's very good, obviously. But yeah, he kind of people like that. They do need a Paul Heyman mouthpiece. I think that Braun Breaker could be good, but he has to tap into his inner Scott Steiner. Scott Steiner was good like him in the ring, but he was great on the mic. Remember, he'd be like, "Only thing I care about are my freaks and my peaks," and he just, he just go crazy in there. He needs to he feels like when he's on the mic, like he's scared to talk. Like, I don't know why he has it sounds like he's nervous or something. He needs to just let loose and get pissed off.
He just needs to go back to being a baby face.
Well, yeah, he just doesn't have the heel thing there.
Yeah, he's way too generic as a heel.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel. It feels like he's trying to force it. Yeah, and freaking Scott Steiner was a natural heel. I mean, he lived. I think he wasn't even live. He was living the character. That's the thing, It's like, yeah, it was. Things were crazier back then, though. Back in the Scott Steiner days, especially in WCW, it was just more
Steiner
wild.
math. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah, Steiner math. Yeah. Well, he does do that. Braun Breaker does do the Steiner math. That's the one thing. And he does the Frankensteiner. But he just
combining Punk and Ice Age together.
Yeah. You guys are like 100 years old. Oh, man. Yeah, that shit was crazy, man. But yeah, we need I don't know. We need some better matches. Hopefully they do better the next one. But ripoffpalooza, no, just wasn't it.
Yep, and coming up, Crown Fool.
Yeah, we should just call it Crown Fool, yeah. Because you're a fool if you pay $30 for that crap and don't get it for free, or at least with a VPN. That you could also get a free VPN too. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not advertising or anything, but I think Opera has a built-in VPN. Not sure if it works with Netflix, so you guys got to try it out, but I'm not sure if it works. You probably got to get like a real one for that, but I'm going to try it out tonight. Let's see if it works. Well, I'll let you guys know later tonight. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what the future of WWE looks like, but I don't think this ESPN deal was a good idea. I don't know. I'm not even sure if they think it's a good idea because they said they were disappointed, man. When they gave it a C as a grade, that they're not just going to sugarcoat it. And I think Triple H was really surprised. He was like, he's been really quiet since they said that. Because, he usually says, oh, yeah, the podcasters and the YouTubers and social media, none of that's real. It doesn't matter what they say. But then I was like, oh, ESPN said the same thing. So now he can't really use that excuse anymore. He's got to be like, I don't know. He's just going to be like, man, they're telling the truth now. Let's see.
Yeah, because since I haven't really peeked at Netflix in a while, I have no idea where they're up to right now with their prices.
Oh, what do you mean on Netflix?
Yep.
Well, they have different tiers. They have the free tier, which is I think $7 something. Then they got the one with no ads, and then they have the one with multiple screens. So it depends which tier you get. I get, of course, the cheapest tier because it doesn't really matter because Raw still has ads whether you have the high tier or not. And I mostly just have it for Raw. So yeah, they don't. It's not that expensive. But it does get expensive because then a VPN is about $10, so you're paying like $20. It almost comes out to the same thing, but at least ESPN's not getting the money. It's better just to watch it on the website you're talking about. That's the best way to do it. They should just have the app for that website on the Roku TV. Just have the free wrestling app on there. But they would never do that, but that'd be awesome if they did. Somebody's just got to make it. Freewrestling.com app,
Regardless.
Yeah, that would be good. But I think that I don't know what's going to happen with I don't know what's going to happen on SmackDown. What are your predictions for SmackDown? You think Cody Rhodes is going to come back and ask them what they want to talk about, or what do you think might happen?
I don't know. I think it's just going to be like a predictable stare down between Cody and Seth. Again,
so it's going to be what Raw was. Another one. Yeah, it's all it is. They're just gonna look at each other, hold the belts, talk. He's gonna put the ring in the air. It's like, look at the size of this thing. I don't know, man. It's just not exciting right now. It just feels like they're kind. It even seemed like they were bored last night. Like they were just kind of going through it. Even like the way Cody left, like I said, was awkward. They wouldn't move out of the way. They didn't even say anything or try to push him or hit him. No. Then he just waves them off, and then they clear the path. I was like, what the hell was that? Such a waste of time. At least they should have at least been a brawl or something. I don't know, man. Or him and Seth do a brawl. Come on. It reminded me when Cena, when he first won the belt, and he'd go out there and just talk to the audience. Remember that? And he'd be like, it's all because of you guys that I did it. You have been so awful to me. And I'm like, man, I don't know. It's like, it feels like, I don't know. Yeah, it's like storylines that they didn't really plan out, and they're just making them go. And it was a little bit better last year, don't you think? 2024, when Rock and Roman were there and the Bloodline, I think it was just a better show. Are we still live? Lewis, I think we lost Lewis. Oh, well, The Rock is here by himself now on the show. Oh, he's back. What happened? That was weird. It's like they really wanted to make this The Rock show or something.
Damn, Dawson, you're not kidding. The internet is gay.
Oh, the net. I was like, how the hell did you leave? But
Mine
it left
definitely
me
is.
here live. Oh, I was like, how the hell did he leave? And then like I'm here. I'm like, oh man, this reminds me. Well, no, The Rock would actually try to grab the headset on SmackDown, of course, because it was his
I'm about
show.
to wrap it up anyway.
Yeah, this is about that time, I think, guys. But thank you guys.
Anyway, this was fun.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.
Was there? I don't know if you're connected.
Yeah,
but any last words you want to say?
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning into the first episode. We're going to do more of these. Next time, we'll try to get some more of the guys back on here. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll probably cover Crown Jewel or maybe episodes of SmackDown and Raw.
Anyway, y'all have a good one.